What's up, YouTube? This is the last video of the night. This is Married to Medicine, Season 7, Episode 1, and it's titled Open and Honest. And you guys, if the videos seem fast-paced, I do apologize. Like I've said in my Potomac video, I actually went out of town yesterday, so I went home to my hometown. We have a football game where we play against our crosstown rival, and I went there for the game, and I just stayed out all night. And I didn't get home until about, what time did I get home this morning? It was about 8 a.m. when I got home. I took an hour nap, then I logged in to do some Uber Eats, and I came home and slept for a few hours, went to the gym. So I have not been to sleep very long today. So if the videos do seem fast-paced, I do apologize. Next week, they'll be normal me. And next week I will record my power review a lot earlier than what I did today. But let's go ahead and just jump into this season premiere of Season 7 of Married to Medicine. All right, you guys. So with Dr. Simone, so we saw her. She was having dinner. She had dinner with who did she have dinner with? She had dinner with Mariah. She had dinner with Toya. So they were talking about that YouTube page that Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie have. And they were talking about, like I said, Mariah is upset about that. And I'm just like, oh, God. It's not like she said anything detrimental against you. She's just repeating what Quad said. And she was just asking if Quad should have brought that up, which Heavenly said no. And that's surprising that Heavenly said no when we all know Heavenly and Mariah can't stand each other. But I definitely agree with her. I agree with Heavenly that, Quad should not have brought that up. But then I also have to say that at the reunion, maybe Mariah shouldn't have brought up the fact that, Quad allegedly, cheated with Blake's husband. Now, I don't know that to be factual or true. So I'm just saying allegedly because, again, I don't know that to be true. And if you guys watched me last season, you guys do know, however, that Quad is not my favorite person, but I thought that was fucked up. So then they talk about this party that, Dr. Heavenly is going to have for Dr. Damon. Buddy, how you doing, buddy? So, they're going. I would ask the question of why is Mariah going, but Mariah is going because she is contractually obligated to go. So then we see Simone. She's talking about how everybody in her family is under one roof again. Thank God. I thought the North and the South house was stupid. Like, I got it that they were separated, but the North and the South house, once they got back together, was a dumbass idea. So we see Michael driving. I'm like, you letting Michael drive this nice-ass car? Like, and then he was about to hit the curb. I'm like, oh, no. Michael would not be not ever driving my car. So then, we find out that Cecil has a new job and he is doing real estate. I'm like, wow, interesting. Good money, good market. Not really a good market right now. I think housing market is kind of high. What else? And then he's also working for Simone part-time as an administrative assistant. So we also find out that Miles is no longer at Howard. He's going to school at Georgia State, which is a good school as well. But that is basically it for Simone. Simone was the only one that had some substance in this episode. I hate to say that, but she is. All right, you guys. So next we're going to talk about Toya. This is going to be very short for Toya because Toya does annoy me a whole hell of a lot. So with Toya and Eugene, they put in a 60-day notice they're going to leave the other house that they living in to go to their new house. But the thing is, why would y'all put in a 60-day notice when y'all know this new house is nowhere near complete? And the reason why it's nowhere near complete is because Toya keeps adding more shit to what she wants. Like, Eugene has got to be like, you know what, Toya? He's the breadwinner of this family. He's the one that makes the most money. And for her to just keep making decisions about, about the house, whatever, Eugene would have to needs to put his foot down and tell Toya, like, yo, again, I'm the breadwinner. I don't think we need this. We don't need that. We can downsize on that. We can do this, do this, do that, da 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 da. He could tell her that. You know, people all the time, like, I wish Toya would get an actual job. And people all the time about, she has a job. You know, she works on this show. You're 100% correct. But she doesn't work on this show a year round. They film for what, 3 months, and then the show is in production on TV for another 3 months. So what in total they technically they only work for 6 months out of the year. I mean, I ain't hating on that because I really would love a job like that. But I just don't know if I could do reality TV. Really don't know if I could do reality TV. Just God, that would I just don't know. I would have to think about that one. But again, Eugene just got to put his foot down with Toya. Like, again, how you going to put in a 60-day notice, but your new house is nowhere near complete? That's just retarded as hell. And I mean, what y'all going to do, stay in a hotel? Dumb. All right, and then we got Dr. Contessa. So there wasn't a lot focused on in this first episode with Dr. Contessa. The main thing was that Dr. Scott is taking care of the kids while Dr. Contessa is out there in Nashville. She's studying for a test. I think she say she want to be. I know she wanted. She was talking about being a surgeon general, but I don't know if she wants to be the surgeon general. But she's out there studying to take a test. And so she's going out there a few days out of the week, and Scott is at home taking care of the kids. And that's it in a nutshell with Dr. Contessa. I really wish she would burn these ugly ass wigs that she be wearing. But that's neither here nor there. All right, you guys. So next we are going to talk about Dr. Jackie. So looks like her and Lurch are still in a good spot with each other. Lurch has food poisoning, and then Dr. Jackie has called for one of her friends to come over to give him some stuff to help him clear this food poisoning. We also find out that they have gotten a new house, and that Dr. Jackie likes the house, but she says what they need to do is they need to to gut and rebuild the house. I'm like, oh, that's gonna cost a lot of money and some time. This was a good. I mean, it was a good opening episode, but the ladies' individual scenes didn't really give very, very much. But that party that they had, that party gave everything, and we're gonna get into that in just a minute. All right, so then we see Heavenly. So Dr. Heavenly and Quad, they go to this bootleg place to get vaginal hydrotherapy. And then when they got in there and they sat, I looked at those chairs. I'm like, wait a minute, are they sitting over crock pots? And they are sitting over crock pots. So Quan is talking about, she says that about the whole situation with Mariah in New York. They always say in New York. We all know New York. Most shows where they film in New York and stuff for reunions, they always refer to it as New York. Like Love and Hip Hop has done that, and they do this quite a lot. Why don't y'all just say reunion? Even on Real Housewives of Dallas, in the premiere episode, Deandra said New York, but she didn't say it. She also did say reunion. I don't know if they can't. I don't know if they're not allowed to say reunion on the camera or what. But basically, Quad said, I said what I said. I guess Mariah could say the same thing. She said what she said. So then Heavenly is talking about her issue, what's going on between she and Simone, and how Simone got mad at her because she was Cecil tweeted something, and she responded back to it about Cecil not having a freaking job, and I'm like, why would you do that? Like, if you're having an issue with Cecil, don't mention what something that he and his wife told you about how she feels about him. Fucked up, Heavenly. You knew that, just like your wigs be fucked up. So she's also talking about how she's having a grand opening because Dr. Damon has this surgical clinic. So she's invited all the girls. So then we see all the girls, they're getting ready. We see Simone and Cecil with a new girl by the name, I think it's Buffy. Now, when they got to this party, I'm looking at all the outfits. I'm like, what the hell do they have on? The hair is fucked up. These dresses are horrible. And the worst of them all, that synthetic shit that was on Heavenly's head. Every time it got by a fire, I was hoping that it would just get into the fire and disintegrate, but it didn't. And then they're also kind of, they're separated because you got Mariah Lake, Mariah Lake, Toya together, and Simone. Then you got Heavenly, you got Jackie, you got Contessa together. I think I'm probably missing somebody else. I just can't think of it right now. But it's just they're separated into different cliques right about now. So then they all do get together and they talk about the open and honest. And Mariah has to go first. Talking about how she felt about Jackie with the podcast. Talking about you was showing your slip. Dr. Jackie said I was wearing a pantsuit. She said you showed your slip. I knew what she meant. You showed your cards. You showing your hands. But again, Dr. Jackie was only saying what was said. It's not like she made something up out of thin air. Then Simone talks about her issues with Heavenly. This is going to be a long season. And it's going to be a good one. So then, they talk about I don't know whose husband they were talking about. They was talking about it was bitch shit. And they were like, no, don't say that. And then Contessa chimed in. And then Toya chimed in. And, Contessa told her, girl, I know you're not talking because your husband is a literal definition of a big-ass bitch. Why did she say that? I lost it when she said your husband is a definition of a big-ass bitch. But you guys, that was the first episode. Be sure to like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys later.